Hello, my name is Sophie and welcome to today's video. Today's video, I'm talking about something I'm incredibly passionate about. I just want to talk about how you shouldn't let a dissertation put you off university. A dissertation is the only thing people know about university before they come. Obviously you know a little bit about like Freshers Week and what your course is going to be about like in the first year, but everyone assumes they have to do a dissertation. And it angers me that we don't even... Have you ever heard of an FMP? The term FMP, I think, is something that isn't specific to my uni, but I've never heard used anywhere else. I'd never heard of the phrase before I came to uni. An FMP stands for Final Major Project, and for film students and TV students and journalists and technology students and I imagine music students and art students, there's so many creative courses that don't do a dis. So many people just don't know that there's an alternative, and it just makes me really angry that society pushes the like, look, you have to do a dissertation, it's academic, you're clever, look, you're clever, and you don't have to be. Like, if you're not clever, you shouldn't be shunned because you don't want to write a dissertation. And don't get me wrong, I can't speak professionally because some of those courses do a dissertation. I know people who do straight journalism that have done dissertations. I know people that have done fashion journalism that have done dissertations. Some courses have a mix of both. If a dissertation puts you off, every single course at every single university is different. It's all about finding what works for you. Every uni is different. If doing really academic units and having an academic final project like a dissertation is something that puts you off uni, find one that doesn't have one. If you're going to study history or something slightly different, I imagine you'll have to write a dissertation. I made notes for this video and I've not followed them, I've just rambled. These are the notes I wrote before I started filming. If you're in college / sixth form, the only thing you know about uni is that there's a dissertation. Have you heard of an FMP? Did you know there's an alternative to an academic dissertation? I hate that anything creative is shunned because it's not clever. Academia isn't everything, and that, oh, I'll get to that. So if you're coming up to thinking about uni and you're not thinking of doing something academic, it's okay, you might not have to do a dissertation. If that's something that really bothers you, spend the time going to open days, talking to lecturers at different universities and finding out how you'll be graded in third year or however many years your course has. University has helped my creativity flourish, and I nearly didn't go because I hate academia so much, but it's a-okay, I promise. But you know, asterisk next to the promise because it all depends on what course you want to do, where you are, blah 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 blah. My background, before I came to uni, I went to the sixth form that was attached to my secondary school, so I was in the same building with the same people for 7 years, which in hindsight was a bad idea, and my sixth form and school were a grammar school, so not only is there the stigmatisation of grammar schools being intelligent because I had to take an exam to get in, but also there was the like pressure from the inside of the school that everything had to be academic and clever. If you weren't clever, you weren't going to make it anywhere. On my AS level results day, so after my first year of A-levels, I got a C in 3Ds, which in hindsight wasn't that bad. I cried for hours because I thought my life was over. I thought I wouldn't get any university offers. I wouldn't be able to progress anywhere because I was failing my A-levels. I genuinely thought I had no life prospects because I got a C in 3Ds in my AS levels. So I'd like to say I worked really closely with all of the teachers in my sixth form and I pulled my grades up. I worked really closely with, I think, one of my teachers who actually cared, Mrs. Paul. Shout out, you are the best teacher I've ever had. I would not have made it through my A-levels without her. And I pulled my C in English literature up to a B, my D in English language up to a B, and my D in maths stayed at a D. And that is something I'm very proud of because A-level maths is hard and my teacher bullied me for a year. So conclusion of all that, I come from a very academic background. When I did badly in my AS levels, I received no support in my second year of A-levels. I remember after my mocks in year 13, I was pulled into a meeting with the head of sixth form to talk about why I'd done so badly in maths. I explained that I felt like I'd been victimised by my maths teacher and that I wasn't getting any support, and she was like, well, let's have a look at your university application. Oh, you've only confirmed one. But it was my lowest offer and it was the only uni I'd been really excited about going to. But she was like, oh, you should definitely look into having a second choice because I'm not sure you'll get the grades to get in the first one. And then gave me no support to get the grades to get into the first one. So I went and did it on my own, didn't I? Being in really academic environments works for some people, but for others it doesn't. It really doesn't. And that doesn't mean they deserve less support or they're not as successful. Just because I haven't gone to study English or history or maths or anything else doesn't mean I'm not as successful as anyone else who left my sixth form to go and study law or business or any of those things, because there's aspects of law in my degree, there's aspects of business in my degree, but it's just a more creative outlet, and that's how I feel best expressing myself. Writing essays, I'm horrific at it, still horrific at it, but I'm still coming out with a high honours degree. But to broaden it out and make it less moany about me, the pressure that society puts on academia and the expectation that if you're not doing something academic, you're failing, really angers me. Every time anyone on my course has like called out on social media to try and get help, or for people to answer a survey or looking for interviews, we all use the terminology my FNP brackets and my equivalent of a dissertation, because no one knows what an FNP is, and it angers me. I just think there should be wider discussion about alternatives to dissertation, because those of us that aren't academic go through their entire school careers thinking they're not good enough, and that's not the case at all. I have had a very successful 3 years at university. That's because of my own hard work and my own skill. Let's make this more chilled, shall we? Give this video a like if you liked it, leave a comment down below with your thoughts on the matter. I think it could make a really interesting discussion, and don't forget to subscribe if you like videos like this. It's a really good way of letting me know. I've not made a video like this for a while. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.